Chemistry. We can define chemistry as the science of the composition and structure of materials, and of the changes that materials undergo. Classification of matter. There are two principal ways of classifying matter: by its physical state as a solid, liquid, or gas, and by its chemical constitution as an element, compound, or mixture. Solid, liquid, and gas. Commonly, a given kind of matter exists in different physical forms under different conditions. Water, for example, exists as 1. Ice. Solid water. 2. As liquid water, and 3. As steam, gaseous water. The two characteristics such as fluidity and expansibility can be used to frame definitions of the three common states of matter. Solid. The form of matter characterized by rigidity. A solid is relatively incompressible and has fixed shape and volume. Liquid. The form of matter that is a relatively incompressible fluid. A liquid has a fixed volume but no fixed shape. Gas. The form of matter that is an easily compressible fluid. A given quantity of gas will fit into a container of almost any size and shape. These three forms of matter, solid, liquid, gas, comprise the common states of matter. Substances. The various materials we see around us are either substances or mixtures of substances. A substance is a kind of matter that cannot be separated into other kinds of matter by any physical process. For example, when sodium chloride is dissolved in water, it is possible to separate the sodium chloride from the water by the physical process of distillation. However, sodium chloride is itself a substance, and cannot be separated by physical processes into new materials. Similarly, pure water is a substance. Elements. Millions of substances have been characterized by chemists. Of these, a very small number are known as elements, from which all other substances are made. Lavoisier was the first to establish an experimentally useful definition of an element. He defined an element as a substance that cannot be decomposed by any chemical reaction into simpler substances. Some elements. In 1789, Lavoisier listed 33 substances as elements, of which more than 20 are still so regarded. Today 116 elements are known. Compounds. Most substances are compounds. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined. By the end of the 18th century, Lavoisier and others had examined many compounds and showed that all of them were composed of the elements in definite proportions by mass. Joseph Louis Proust, by his painstaking work, convinced the majority of chemists of the general validity of the law of definite proportions, also known as the law of constant composition, which states that a pure compound, whatever its source is, always contains definite or constant proportions of the elements by mass. For example, 1 gram of sodium chloride always contains 0.3934 gram of sodium, and 0.6066 gram of chlorine chemically combined. Sodium chloride has definite proportions of sodium and chlorine, that is, it has constant or definite composition. Mixtures. Most of the materials around us are mixtures. A mixture is a material that can be separated by physical means into two or more substances. Unlike a pure compound, a mixture has variable composition. For example, when you dissolve sodium chloride in water, you obtain a mixture. Its composition depends on the relative amount of sodium chloride dissolved. You can separate the mixture by the physical process called distillation. The process of distillation,